for the very latest news from Thailand. This is the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Thailand's government has updated the labour laws to provide 120 paid maternity leave days for new mothers, along with an astounding 15 days for fathers, so that they can participate in the care of a newborn. Previously set to 98 days for the mums, the new condition will see employers scrambling to ensure adequate cover for those in key positions. Fear of an excess of imported meat coming to Thailand has seen an uproar amongst the farming community here, an industry which thrives normally and itself satisfies most, if not all, of the market here already. The threat of excessive pork in the market, which would see prices dive, is the result of the ideas being publicly mooted to appease the US administration and hopefully see them lower planned mass tariffs on imports from Thailand. To date, the word is that an offer has been made to slash tariffs on US imports, but amounts have yet to be accepted. Etomidate, an intravenous anaesthetic used in the medical profession, is expected to be added to the list of drugs that cannot legally be held in any way here by the general public. This after the discovery that dealers have been buying the anaesthetic and adding it to vapes or electronic cigarettes to create something sold as zombie pods, already a controlled drug. It's been discovered in vapes sold across Southeast Asia, causing uproar amongst the medical community. Word is that a landmine, which injured a Thai army team on reconnaissance of the Cambodian border, was not an old war relic, but in fact, despite being a model first introduced in the 70s, may have been planted recently, seeing concern that the level of offensive being carried out by those in Cambodia is rising. No official confirmation yet from the Thai army, but of the group, one young soldier lost his foot during the incident that occurred yesterday, Thursday, seeing all three medevaced to a hospital facility. Provincial governors and police chiefs have been put on warning by the government that a 3-month deadline has now been set to effectively eradicate drug trafficking. A rather tall order, but with the promise that those who don't meet set standards face transfers to other positions. Thailand's Caretaker Prime Minister made the announcement this week under a new banner of no drugs, no dealers. A 60-year-old American who embarked on a tour of Europe to begin in France after he left Phuket saw his plans halted at the airport as he became yet another arrestee found to be hauling heroin in his baggage. 14 pounds disguised as powdered cream was discovered, and no excuse accepted, as similar catches have been reported in recent weeks. He, of course, told police that it wasn't really his case, but he was carrying it for a friend whose name he couldn't remember. That itself is becoming an old and failing excuse. Meanwhile at home, and good news for music fans, as initial reports from Belgium of a total wiping out by fire of this weekend's Tomorrowland festival have been amended to state that the group worked to replace the main stage area or find an alternative in time for the festival to open. That too is an indication that there's no need for locals here to worry about the future planned events by the group out near Silver Lake. Weird news from a single condo building where not one but 2 foreigners were discovered in separate rooms, unrelated and both having expired, later found beyond recovery. This all within a few hours of each other. A 38-year-old Swedish man was discovered after his bathtub overran with water, causing issues for neighbours. And the body of a 54-year-old Australian was later discovered after friends reported not having seen him for days. In both cases, there was no sign of any struggle, and post-mortem reports will reveal the cause of their demise. It's the amazing Thailand Pattaya Marathon this weekend. Good news for runners who annually flock here from around the globe for the various annual events, and for the city too, as it's expected to welcome some 15,000 extra people to either watch or participate. For drivers, a different matter, as Beach and Second Road, together with others, will close for the runners' safety as they always do. The full marathon is 42.195 kilometres long. That may be a little too much for many, But there's a half marathon too, along with a 10-kilometre mini marathon, a 4.5-kilometre family run, and a 4.5-kilometre wheelchair race. And this month's Dumbest Expat Award goes to the 16-year-old Russian kid who was caught defacing walls and panels with spray paint near Bali Hai Pier. Despite doing so close to midnight, he was caught by police. And in addition to a fine, his parents were duly called in for questioning. Much to their disgust, the trio have been ordered to completely clean off his vandalism themselves. Hopefully we'll get photographs of that for next week as a warning to all parents, as here you are responsible for your children's actions. And kudos to locals in Naklua who rushed to the rescue of an expat when his vehicle began to smoke and then flames rose from the engine bay. Quick thinking and public-spirited locals aided with the fire extinguisher may just have saved the vehicle from being a complete write-off. The older model Mitsubishi Pajero had, we're told, just been tanked up. And with the Met Office giving us an outlook for today and the weekend, highs of 32 dropping down to 28, breezy times of sun but otherwise showers and thunderstorms at any time, with the real feel of 39.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.